Hello all, welcome back to the next one. In the last class, we wrote the method to take the screenshot in the Selenium driver class. In this class, we will actually implement it. Basically, we will actually utilize it to take the screenshots on the test failure. And when do we want to take the screenshots? We want to take the screenshots on the test failure because we don't want it on the successful. There's no point filling up the disk space, right? So only on the test failure. Now let's go ahead and see how do we do that. So this is our last class method. The first thing I wanted to mention is there is a typo in the self.driver.save screenshot method. There is no s, so please delete it. The screenshot method is without s, so this is really important, otherwise you'll get exceptions. Now let's move to the test case. This is our test case, and in our test case, for the valid login, we have two verifications. If you remember, the first one is verifying title and the second one is verifying the user icon, basically the successful login. And in the title, if you remember, we were asserting incorrect thing. We were looking for Google in our current page title, and our current page title is Let's Code It. So Google should not be present there. So which means the first verification should fail. And once the first verification fails, we want to take the screenshot. Now you must be wondering where to put it. Should I just put it after this guy? Should I just call the screenshot method here? Or what should I do? No, we are not going to put it here. And that's what the benefit of building a framework is. Now you will cherish the fruits of building such a robust and strong framework. If you remember, we created this test status class. This class is actually verifying if the result is true or not. And it's appending the results of a test case in a list, and then finally we are marking them using the mark and mark final methods. So this is the place where we are checking if the result is true or false. True means test successful, false means test fail. How does that sound like to be a place to put a screenshot calling from the Selenium driver? So that we don't even have to touch any test case. We will not even put any extra line in the test case. We will not touch them. This is the benefit of building a framework, that we can handle things behind the scenes, and test cases are still same. Test cases are smart. They will know when to take the test, when to take the screenshots. Our framework is going to be really great, right? So when do we take the screenshots? On the failure. If result true, it means successful. We don't want to take the screenshot. If result false, basically else condition, there you go. There we can call self.screenshot and we can provide the result message and we can take the screenshot right here. Another thing I want to do here is, this is the result if else condition, but if there is some other issues like result is none and we reach to the else portion of this block, again our test is failing. We still want to make sure that we take a screenshot just in case. And same thing we want to do for try and except block. So we can just put one screenshot call here as well. So we are making sure that on any kind of test failure, we are taking the screenshots. That's about it. No change in our test case. No single change. It still remains the same. No change in our page object class. It still remains the same. How does that sound to you guys? Does it look good? Alrighty, so let's move forward and let me just try to run the code and show you that it takes a screenshot, right? Here is a screenshot directory. I'm going to open it on my OS as well. So currently it's empty. Let me just show it to you. And when we run the code, it should have the screenshot. We don't have any logs. It should generate the logs as well. So let's clean it and let's try to kind of bring it a little down. And that's about it. Let me just try to run this code. It should bring up the browser. Try to log in. Once log in, it's going to verify the title and the user icon. So it has two test cases. It's going to run both of them. Alrighty, so it already quit the browser. Tests are complete. Let's first take a look at our automation.log. Let's maximize it. How do you find it, guys? Every single step is there. And especially when the test failed, look at it. We specifically mentioned that the test failed on title verification step. And then we mentioned screenshot saved to directory, and we listed out which directory it's saved with the file name, full file name. Then second verification was successful, verification successful, but test still failed because there was one failure. And we have the screenshot also. Looks good. Let's go to the screenshots directory. There you go. It has the screenshot right here. It can actually open here as well, but let's not do that. Let's go to our system and go to screenshots, and let's try to open it. So it took the screenshot of the page. The title verification failed, and since the title happens to occur on the browser, that does not show up in the screenshot, but it just shows up the page, right? And that's what we wanted to see. So the screenshot is taken and it's put into the correct directory. That's about it. I wanted to show you one more thing, that I'm going to delete this directory from here. So let me just delete it, move to trash, and we don't see this directory anymore now. If I refresh this guy, it should just get rid of the directory, and the directory is gone from here. Now what I want to do here is I actually want to run this code, and after running this code, I want to show it to you that it's going to create the directory, then it's going to take the screenshot. And that's what we talked about in the last class, right? So let's run the code again. It's going to bring up the browser and it's going to log in, do the same process, and let's just wait for the screenshots. There you go. Did you guys just notice? This directory got created and the screenshot is up there. That is something that I wanted to prove. There you go. The directory is there. The screenshot again got taken inside the directory. This is something that I want to talk about in this class. So I just wanted to tell you, just please download the code. Always feel free to refer it. And I think you should download these Selenium driver, these test status. You don't need to write these code. I always say practice a lot. But first, please download them, run them, absorb them, and then you can write your own version when you feel comfortable. But please make use of them. And let me know if you have any questions. I'll see you in the next lectures. Thanks for attending this one. And thanks, guys.